All right. So now we have our next piece. It is hot at the moment. Fans are furious over FireRed and LeafGreen. So Pokemon Company just brought back FireRed and LeafGreen. Nostalgia hustlers ever at Nintendo. And instead of celebration, we got backlash. Fans are furious. Some are calling it lazy. Some are saying this is just nostalgia bait through and through. Now others are asking why. After 30 years, we're still getting the same Kanto loop. They better watch their mouth. So what happened? How did one of the most beloved Pokemon eras turn into controversy overnight?
Are you not entertained?
All right, we're going to split the hairs. On one side, fans are excited to replay a classic on modern hardware. I wouldn't say modern. On the other hand, people expected more. Upgraded visuals. Ooh, meaningful changes. Something beyond a straight port. And that's the real issue. It's not that FireRed and LeafGreen are bad. It's that expectation in 26 are different than they were in 2004. So the question isn't, are these games good? It's Pokemon evolving, just recycling what already worked. I'm gonna take the lead on this one. I don't know who in the hell expected more from Nintendo. I don't know who thought I don't know who thought of higher visuals and modern changes and no. It was gonna be a port. It was always going to be a port. Hell, you got people complaining it shouldn't be $20. Me and my cousin, I thought $20 was a good price because, baby, trust and believe. Nintendo could have easily be like, yeah, we're going to sell for $40 each. $40 each, not 40 for the pair. Now, I've heard the discourse online that there is no online, there's no trading, there's no type of modern update ending to it. It is a straight port. It is what it is. And then on top of that, I think Nintendo is getting real lazy and getting real hypocritical because before this game launched, Nintendo did what they do best. They were shutting down a lot of RAM sites, shutting down a lot of shit where you could probably go and play this for the free 99 asterisk mark. And then like, hey, but then they turn around and use ROMs themselves for their games. So it's like, what? But I get people's upsetness. People are upset over the price. People expected more. I don't know why. People, for whatever reason, they have the mindset that this will be a remaster or a remake when Nintendo nor Game Freak ever used those words or ever gave anything to allude such as that. And then on top of that, FireRed and LeafGreen are in themselves remakes of originals. So you wanted them to remake the remake? Come on now, chill out. Chill it out. And as far as the Kanto bash, I mean, y'all better chill out. Gen 1 started this, okay? And today's economy is the Gen 1s is going to show up and buy this no matter what. Hell, I did. I'm part of the problem. But I understand why they did it. On the 25th anniversary, if I remember correctly, they brought back the original red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and crystal. So that's generation 1 and 2. So now they gave you generation 3 in a sense, but the Gen 1 version of it. More modernized, more revitalized game itself. And then on top of that, since it's the remake of the first one, you have the shit that they added to it. The XP changes, the Sevi Islands, all of that is there. I mean, what more could you want? The only thing me as a consumer is disappointing is the fact that it's on the Switch. You would have thought they would have went in and probably changed up so that you could battle and or play people on local. I'm sorry, not local, on online, but not to get technical. To do that, not only would it cost money, but that's nothing for Nintendo. That would require changing such internal coding in the game that would have just probably did too much work and then it would have just charged more for it. And last but not least, before I move it on my cousin, it's just nostalgia. That's all it is. It's what Nintendo is. They're not drug dealers. They're nostalgia dealers. They tug at your childhood heartstrings, the fonder memories when Pokemon was real Pokemon, because the young people listening, hey, this ain't nothing like these newer games. This does not hold your hand. It don't tell you where to go. Every Pokemon is not earning XP. You have to train each Pokemon individually. Like, that's real. That's real. There are, and then in this version of Red, there aren't any cheap gimmick tactics you can use like in the first version. So, I mean, I see people's anger, but at the same time, why did you all expect more? It's Nintendo. They're gonna take a shit in foil. They're gonna twirl rabbit to you and be like, "Yo, it's silver earrings," and you'll buy it. But Trace, how are you feeling on the subject matter of FireRed and LeafGreen? Do you feel it's unnecessary, or did people really have their expectations out of whack in 26?
Yeah, I think this is some reality versus fantasy debacle. Listen, I don't know what it is, but Nintendo always have these people like they vision boards put together so on the shoulders of like non-realistic ass goals for a company that has shown us time and time again who they are. People keep looking at Nintendo and Nintendo keeps showing them, hey, this is who I am. And they still are like in denial. I don't when it comes to Fire Red Leaf Green, yeah, I remember the rumors that was like, hey, could be a remake, remaster, port, anything is still up in the air. And listen, I heard that. I said, okay, hey, if they do go all out, I thought this was gonna be maybe Nintendo trying to like gain some reputation back and they spent some money on it. I'm like, cool. Shit, the only person that's gonna come out on top and winning is me. Because if they do upgrade everything, cool. But I was also okay with them just porting over. And I kind of thought that they were gonna do that because this is Nintendo, they don't put money in their legacy titles, is already well documented, so, hey, I was okay either way, and I, would never set my expectations up that high for Nintendo, so, when it was revealed that it was a port, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," like, "Alright," and then they said it was $20 like my cousin said. I thought people would be happy because I thought my cousin I can't remember what price she said, and I was like, "No way, that shit's gonna be $30, $40." And it was 20. I thought people would be, like, salivating in the streets, but no, they are very much pissed off. It's so crazy because things that I think that fans should riot and fucking complain about, like, the things I think they should do that for, they don't, and then when I don't think they're gonna do it for, they do it for. So it's like I can never gauge Nintendo fans' reaction to shit because there's no science to back it. It's just a random wave out of nowhere and then a tsunami. Hey, $20 is a good price. I'm buying it. I'm still buying it. I haven't bought it yet, just because I haven't turned my Switch on. But yeah, I'm buying it regardless now. I talked to my cousin before. I was like, the whole online support, that's disappointing. Like, I can't trade Pokemon. It's very disappointing. I know they said something about home Pokemon coming, but I think that aspect, if I was to give a number of what was most disappointing, was the fact that online support is not present. And Nintendo could have definitely put this in when this launched. Man, they probably knew they was doing this 2 years ago. So I'm never fuck Nintendo for that, because I really wanted to be trading Pokemon out, but needless to say, I'm still very much okay with purchasing this product, and listen, I don't know what they expected. I mean, fans must have expected a complete remake from the ground up. I don't think Nintendo's gonna do that again, like my cousin said. Like, this is already improvement on an original. So yeah, I just think the expectation was a little crazy. And you even said that too when our before the Nintendo Pokemon Day happened. You said people are not being realistic with their outlooks on what could be announced, what can be shown off. You said that, and it's really crazy because you were right. You were
Mhm.
definitely right. And
Mhm.
I that look, hey, but what can I say? Hey,
This is a rare moment. This is a rare moment.
oh, shut up. Shut up. I tell you you're right when you're right. But yeah, listen, I'm cool with it. Some people might not be cool with it, and you might not be cool with it, but definitely let us know how you feel about the Fire Red Leaf Green being just a port, no online support. Let us know how you feel about all that in the comments down below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, are you not entertained?